As you drive through the highways and byways of southern Utah, where the Virgin River winds peacefully through stunning red rock vistas, you turn a certain corner and you'll see it, a magnificent and historic structure. And as you take in the picturesque view, you begin to realize that the Rockville Bridge does more than just span the Virgin River. It's a bridge to Utah's past.
It's a single-lane bridge. You're forced to slow down. So that also gives you a chance to look down the river. We have herons that are in the river, ducks, Canadian geese. So you see wildlife, deer along here in the trees. It's just part of what slows people down and makes them remember where we come from.
Back in the early days of the Park Service, Stephen Mather was the first National Park Service director, and he was really involved in the park-to-park highway system. He wanted to see automobile transportation come out here, and that was about the time in the early 20s when automobiles were really taken off. And so he had this idea that we should try to connect all the parks.
It was built in 1924 by the National Park to provide access for tourists that were coming from the Grand Canyon and also coming from Bryce.
Made it easier to get here and easier to go over there. So over the years, it's just become one of the staples in Rockville and one of our historic structures.
The Rockville Bridge is believed to be the only structure outside of a national park boundary to be funded by the U.S. Park Service and was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1995.
The Parker Truss Bridge is a type of Pratt bridge, and what makes it different is the polygonal top chord. And the polygonal top chord gives it greater strength for longer spans, and this is about a 220-foot span, and that's why the Parker through truss system was chosen for this crossing.
This is the last remaining Parker through truss bridge in the state of Utah. And historians have called Rockville Utah's last treasure, and this is part of what makes us Utah's last treasure.
The bridge is like the heart of the community.
When I was young, we used to come down here at night and sit on the bridge. It was a little different then, but I think some of the younger kids still do that today. At night, you know, they go out and sit over there and talk.
It is a very popular place for wedding photos, family photos. The Piano Guys did one of their music videos, Home, was based here, started here on the bridge with the piano and their cello and beautiful green trees behind and the water going down the riverway. So it's very photogenic.
As the historic bridge approaches 100 years of use, it's in need of repair and restoration. In 2016, the Utah Department of Transportation's committee controlling federal funds for bridge projects gave Rockville a large grant to rehabilitate their historic truss bridge. But there were some conditions involved.
The town has to match that grant with 6.77%, or $169,250. To date, we raised about $70,000 in our bridge fund, plus we paid for the engineering study that we needed. So we got to raise about $100,000 more.
If people are willing to donate, they can by going on our Rockville website.
And hopefully you will feel good about having preserved some of Utah's history for the future.
From Rockville, I'm Matt George for the Utah League of Cities and Towns.